is. And what opulence is in the Vishnu Purana? In the Vishnu Purana, it comes Parashar Muni, Vishnu Puran. It is stated, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Viryasya Sah Shriya Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Shriya ज्ञान वैराग्यश्चैव ऐश्वर्य वीर्य श्रेयः ज्ञान वैराग्य all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, all renunciation. Shannam bhagam iti ganam. ऐश्वर्यस्य समाग्रस्य वीर्यस्य यशः श्रेयः ज्ञान वैराग्यश्चैव shannam bhagam iti gana. So one who possesses, Parashar Muni there he describes, one who possesses all riches. There are so many rich people in this world, but nobody can say that I possess all riches of the world. But he is the person. He possesses all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, Shri, Yashaha, Aishwarya, beauty, Gyan, Vairagya, and renunciation. Even though he possesses everything, but he is very renounced, Akinchana, Nishkinchana. He is not attached to anything. Though he possesses everything, but he is not attached to anything. So one who possesses all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation is called Bhagwan. Sometimes we will take this in more elaborate way. So there are many persons who are very rich, very powerful, very beautiful, very famous, very learned, and very much detached, but no one can claim that he possesses all riches, all strength, etc. entirely. Only Krishna can claim this because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because everything has come from him. Everything belongs to him. Everything belongs to him. Everything has come from him. And that's why he can claim. No one else in this entire creation, no other demigod, no other god can claim this. But Lord Sri Krishna, because he possesses all riches, all strength, etc., entirely, whatever exists, he possesses that. And even though he possesses, he is very detached. He is distributed, he is given to everyone, all of us, all is part and parcel. Each one of us, we think this belongs to me, that belongs to me, even this body, that thing, everything. So many things we possess, but nothing actually, because Lord has given, so we are able to possess. He is so merciful, he is so magnanimous. So only Krishna can claim this because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No living entity, including Brahma, Shiva. Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing very high statement. No living entity, including Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, Shivji, or Narayana, can possess opulences as Narayana is a plenary, is an expansion of the Supreme Lord, but he also cannot possess opulences as fully as Krishna. Therefore, it is concluded in the Brahma Samhita, and Brahmaji himself, nobody, Brahmaji, Shivaji, Narayanji, anybody can claim Vishnu. Even though Vishnu is a plenary expansion, but he also does not possess opulences as fully as Krishna. Therefore, it is concluded in the Brahma Samhita by Lord Brahma himself. So, Brahmaji in the Brahma Samhita, that Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is equal to or above him. He is the primeval Lord or Bhagwan, known as Govinda, and he is the supreme cause of all causes. So, Brahmaji writes in the Brahma Samhita, Ishvaraha Parama Krishna Satchidanand Vigraha Nadiradri Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvaraha Parama Krishna. There are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagwan. Many personalities in this universe. They possess various qualities of Bhagwan. But Krishna is the supreme because none can excel him. Brahmaji is writing. The most pious living entity in this universe, Brahmaji. He is writing, there are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagwan, but Krishna is the supreme person. Supreme because none can excel him. He is the supreme person and his body is eternal. Satchidanand Vigraha. His body is eternal, full of knowledge. Satchit Anand Vigraha, Ishwaraha, Paramaha, Krishna, Ishwaraha. Among all the Ishwaras, he is the Paramaha. He is the supreme. Among all the Ishwara, among all the controllers, he is the supreme controller. Paramaha, Krishna, Satchidanand Vigraha. His body is eternal. His body is full of knowledge and bliss. Anand Vigraha. His body itself is made of Satchitananda. His body is not like us, our body, sometimes it is paining, sometimes this, material body. No. His body is spiritual, Sachidananda Vigraha. Anadiradir Govinda. Anadiradir. He is the primeval, nobody was before him. And Adir. Anadiradir Govindaha. And the causes of all causes, Sarva Karana Karanam, cause of all causes. He is the cause, He is the reason behind. If you go finding what is the cause of this, what is the cause of that, scientists they go on finding. Apple fell down from the tree. So the gravitational force. And what is the cause of gravitational force? The apple fall down from the tree because gravitational force. So why gravitational force is there? Why two bodies are attracting? So another question. Suppose we are able to find that also. Okay, the two bodies are attracting because of this thing. There is force is there. We all have studied in our school days. G m1 m2 upon r square. Force is there. Two bodies are attracting each other. Two masses m1 m2. So they are attracting with this force. But why then this force is there? Okay, again we will find a reason behind that. But if we ask question, what is the reason for that? And again if we ask that question, what is the reason for that? And again if we ask that question, what is the reason for that? And finally one will come to the point, oh Govinda, Krishna, He is the reason, He is the cause of all causes. So wonderful verse, wonderful purport, very beautiful points. So Bhagwan is not an ordinary person. He possesses everything, whatever exists in this creation. He is the possessor. These are the things for which everybody is striving, or everybody is desiring. We all want riches. We all want strength. We all want beauty. We all want fame. We all want name, fame, strength, knowledge. And we also want to show that, oh no, we are not. Though we want in our heart. So how come we are detached? If we want something, then how we can say that we are detached? We are not. We are attached. That's why we are wanting all these things. But God has all these things. But still He is not attached. He is detached. He is giving. He is the giver. Nityo Nityanam Chetna Chetnanam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidhati Kaman. He is fulfilling the desires. He is giver. So that's why He is detached. He is actually detached because He is. But in our life we also sometimes give things to others. We try to show that we are not attached. We go to some house and some birthday party and there is a cake or some sweets, but we say there, no, but that's enough. But when we are in our home, we jump into the cake. We take sweets and we devour them. So we are attached, but we try to show that we are detached. We are renounced, but He is actually renounced. He possesses, but He is giving. Oh, you take that. Oh, you take that. Oh, you take that. So that is the Supreme Lord. He has all these wonderful qualities and He possesses everything, but still He is. And nobody in this entire creation, we see there are so many people who possess qualities. Sometimes we see, oh, so powerful. Lord Shiva, oh, Brahmaji, he is so knowledgeable and he did creation. Oh, Ganeshji, he gives, whatever we ask. So many other demigods, Mother Durga, oh, whenever I ask for protection, she protects. She is very powerful. So everybody in this universe, they possess qualities. So these are the qualities, these are not ordinary qualities. These are the qualities of Bhagwan. So people get confused, but Brahmaji is writing Ishvara Parama Krishna. Yes, many people are there, many controllers are there, many gods, demigods are there, but he is Paramaha, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Sachidanand Vigraha Nadiradir Govinda Sarva Karanam. Then Swami Srila Prabhupada further writes, in the Bhagavatam also there is a list of many incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna is described as the original personality of Godhead from whom many incarnations and personality of Godhead expand. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam Purana, there are list of incarnations, so many incarnations, around 22, 24, and there are uncountable. The Bhagavatam also says, in the previous ages, Lord has incarnated, because these 4 yugas, they keep on again and again. After Pralaya, again Srijan, the creation, devastation, maintenance, annihilation, it goes on again and again and again and again. Every time Lord incarnates in various ages and yugas to yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam. For protection of the religion, Lord incarnates, and he has incarnated in innumerable forms, and there are innumerable incarnations. But in the Bhagavatam, there are so many incarnations are mentioned, but there it is stated Ete Chamsha in the Bhagavatam first canto, 3rd chapter and 28th verse. It says Ete Chamsha Kalapumsha Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Ete Chamsha Kalapumsha Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Loke Mridayantam Yuge Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Ete Chamsha Kalapumsha Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. All the list of incarnations of Godhead submitted herewith are either plenary expansions or parts of plenary expansions. So no doubt, so many incarnations and expansions of God are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, but they are either plenary expansions or parts of plenary expansions. In the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Swami Srila Prabhupada explains wonderfully, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has explained how the Supreme Lord, he incarnates and expands, and the expansions, they further expands. So expansions are parts of plenary expansion of the Supreme Godhead, but Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ete Chamsha, ye all those who have mentioned Ete Chamsha they are Ansha. They are either Anshaha, Kala, Pumshaha, or expansions, parts, or plenary expansions of or expansions of the parts. But Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. But the person Krishna is not an ordinary person. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Bhagwan himself, Supreme Lord, Supreme Bhagwan. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Therefore, Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, the source of both Super Soul and the impersonal Brahman. Therefore, Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, the source of both the Super Soul and the impersonal. Krishna is the source. Srimad Bhagavatam and all the other Vedic literature, they explain he is the source of Brahman. The Brahma Jyoti or the Brahman is the bodily effulgence of the Supreme Isha. The Isha Upanishad, it explains very nicely. Swami Srila Prabhupada has given purports on the verses of Isha Upanishad. Wonderful, and that is printed in the form of a book. So the Brahma Jyoti or Brahman effulgence is the effulgence of the body of the Supreme Lord. The sun and other stars in the sky, they derive light from that Brahma Jyoti. It is all wonderfully explained in the scriptures. He is the cause, and he is the cause of Paramatma. The Paramatma, Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu and Shirodakshai. Karnodakshay Vishnu is a plenary expansion. Purusha Avatara of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And from the Karnodakshay Vishnu, from whom universes comes out, various universes, and then he goes into each universe as Garbhodakshay Vishnu, from his Garbha, why that name is there, and then he further expands, further incarnates, and then that Garbhodakshay Vishnu, the navel Lord Brahma, is born and he does the secondary creation in that universe. He gives various living bodies to the living entities, and then Lord further expands and incarnates and goes into heart of every living entity as a Paramatma or Shirodakshai Vishnu, and he has a place in this universe, Shir Sagar, planet, Dhruv Tara, we name it as. There he sits on the serpent bed, he lies down, he is there in the Shirodakshai Vishnu, so they're all. So in the presence of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna's lamentation for his kinsman is certainly unbecoming, and therefore, so last paragraph, last portion of this wonderful long purport. So now Swami Srila Prabhupada, because Swami Srila Prabhupada, as soon as he heard the word Sri Bhagavan, Swami Srila Prabhupada explained so much about Bhagavan, about Krishna, being topmost devotee, one of the topmost pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. Swami Srila Prabhupada first explained, and now he is coming to the verse. Now in the rest, the last portion of the purport, Swami Srila Prabhupada is coming to the verse. In the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna's lamentation for his kinsman is certainly unbecoming, and therefore Krishna expressed his surprise with the word Kutasva, wherefrom such unmanly sentiments were never expected. Kutas, wherefrom? So such sentiments were never expected from a person belonging to civilized class of men known as Aryans. The word Aryan is applicable to person who knows the values of life and have a civilization based on spiritual realization. So Aryan civilization is not an ordinary civilization. It is a civilization which is based on spiritual, those who have spiritual realization, and is a very progressive civilization which aims at motivating its people. That civilization aims at promoting its people to higher lokas or even moksha. So persons who are led by the material conception of life do not know that the aim of life is realization of the absolute truth, Vishnu or Bhagwan, and they are captivated by the external features of the material world, and therefore they do not know what liberation is. Persons who have no knowledge of liberation from material bondage are called non-Aryans. Although Arjuna was a Kshatriya, he was deviating from his prescribed duty by declining to fight. This act of cowardice is described as befitting the non-Aryans. Such deviation from the duty does not help one in the progress of spiritual life, nor does it even give one the opportunity to become famous in this world. Lord Krishna did not approve of the so-called compassion of the Arjuna for his kinsman. So Lord Sri Krishna, he did not appreciate it. Arjuna's compassion is unbecoming, certainly unbecoming, and it does not suit Arjunji. Arjunji, being a Kshatriya, being an Aryan, he should not lament for the bodies. In the further chapter, Lord Sri Krishna will explain very nicely. One is sure to get result of his actions, and because those who have assembled, they will be punished by providence. For sure, even if Arjunji do not kill them or fight with them, for sure, for their actions, and even if they kill Arjunji, they will suffer for their actions in future. But Aryans, Those who know the progressive value of life, those who know that the Aryan civilization, Swami Srila Prabhupada here he is mentioning, the Aryan civilization was the best of the civilization. That's why it is said Aryan. The people of this civilization are known as Aryans or Aryans. Arya. Arjunji is always addressed as Aryaputra. So, this civilization in the Bharatvarsha, the land of Bharatvarsha, the Aryans, they were famous across the world, and not only the glories of Aryans were even known to the residents or inhabitants of higher planetary, higher lokas, because they know Aryans either they get liberation, their civilization is based on spiritual realizations, on the realization of the self and on the realization of God. They realize God in some of his feature, either Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagwan, and they are constantly striving to attain much more spiritual realizations and promote oneself, or they are progressive and they want to promote themselves to the higher class in their future lives. So Lord Sri Krishna, he didn't approve, Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, he did not approve. Such deviation from the duty does not help one in progress of spiritual life, nor does it even give one opportunity to become famous in this world. So one will become infamous, will be called by ill names in this world. People will make fun of him, people will criticize him. So one who knows the progressive value of life, one who want to progress in his spiritual life, does not act in this way. This act of cowardice, this act of cowardice, this act of cowardice, Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing, is described as befitting the non-Aryans. The non-Aryans are supposed to anarya jushtam, Lord Sri Krishna is saying. Anarya jushtam. Aryans do not act in this way. Only non-Aryans, those who do not promote themselves, they degrade themselves to lower planets. While Aryans are supposed to promote themselves to higher planets, higher lokas, Swargaloka, Janlok, Taplok, Maharlok, Satyalok. While non-Aryans, they demote themselves, they degrade themselves to lower planetary system, Tal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Rasatal, Mahatal, Patal, and even lower species. While Aryans, they promote themselves, they become demigods, Indra, Vayu, Chandra. In next life, if they promote, or they go in their association of the demigods, and if they utilize their human form of life in its best capacity, then they can even go back to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Paravyom. They can transfer themselves to the Vaikuntha Lokas, to Goloka Dhama, to other spiritual planets. Those who are above the Brahma Jyoti, those who are in the... So all those explanations will come in the further chapters and forthcoming verses of the Bhagavad Gita. And they are very nicely explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic literatures. So the study of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is a must for every human being. Those who are in the human form of body, those who have got this wonderful human form of the body. So Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing, the word Aryan is applicable, and person who are led by the material conception of life do not know that the aim of the life or realization. So every place Swami Srila Prabhupada mentions, those who do not know, those who do not, who are totally in material conception, those who consider body as a self and the demands of the body and the senses as one's demands, and by fulfilling those demands, if one thinks that one will be satisfied and happy in this world, so they are called non-Aryans or Shudras. They don't have the knowledge of the self or the real self. They don't have the knowledge of the super self, and they are not progressive in life. They degrade themselves, and in this world also they are always they do not become, they don't get fame. They are not appreciated by others. People do not count them as worthy or useful. People don't see them as worthy or useful, and as such they do not gain fame in this world. Rather they become infamous for their cowardly acts and their foolish their actions in the mode of ignorance. So wonderful verse, and Lord Shri Krishna is Kutastva Kashmalamidam, where from? Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing. The first word Lord said, Kutas, where from? Oh my God, Lord Shri Krishna is becoming surprised. He is becoming surprised, and the very first word is very, Lord Shri Krishna is asking in a surprising way, where from? Oh dear, my dear friend, where from? Kutastva Kashmalamidam. Vishame, it is a moment of crisis. Vishame samupasthitam. In this moment of crisis, oh my dear friend, we are situated on the chariot, and we will be killed. Of course, Lord Shri Krishna cannot be killed, and even Arjunji, because they are self-realized souls. Even Arjunji, if he leaves the body, he will not be killed. But for a common man or for everyone, this situation is a very, very precarious. Visham parasthiti. The situation is very, very, the circumstances. Fight has already begun. Shankascha Breyascha Panamanaka Gomukaha. Tata Shankascha Breyascha Panamanaka Gomukaha. Sashabdo Tumlasa Bhavat. Already all everyone has blown their instruments, musical instruments, trumpets and everything, and the fight is about to begin, and the enemy is ready to attack. If we will not attack, so they will attack and they will kill us. And you are saying it is better, I will not take up the weapons, and I will consider it better to be killed unarmed and unresisting, Dhartarashtra Rane, by the sons of Dhritarashtra. So Arjun, Lord Shri Krishna immediately, he did not approve. He did not approve the so-called compassion of Arjunji. And he said, Anar